Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. You guys see the Time Wizards. You know we're doing some Time Wizard shenanigans. What are we doing today? Well, it is March 29th, 2002. Like we said with the last video, we did the 3x Yugi build. Now we are going to see what you could have done with your $30 back in 2002 with a starter deck Kaiba 3x build. Now, this one does not get as crazy good as the Yugi one. And again, I think that putting them both together is obviously going to be the best thing. We're going to go ahead and get that done, I think next week. And that's that. So we're going to get you the deck list. And again, this is as good as it was going to get back then, I think. So you want to start with 3 Battle Ox, because Battle Ox is going to be your answer to Neo the Magic Swordsman. Neo was the toughest card in the Yugi build, 4-star 1700. The only thing that's really going to outclass us in this entire deck is the fact that they get access to Change a Heart and Summon Skull. And that's going to be really detrimental. So we do have to play a little more tactfully, and I think more aggressively. So Battle Ox really does help with that. Yugi got the Maneater Bug, so we get the Hane-Hanes. So again, these are fine. This is another great reprint. This was a regular rare back in Legend of Blue Eyes. So this being our second true set release, it's not bad to see cards like this get into the hands of all the duelists. And again, when this flips, it's a trampoline. It's going to go ahead and bounce a card, which is good. Next up, we're going to get 3 copies of the Judge Man. The Judge Man is probably the second best tribute monster in this current, I don't want to say format, but the current time period. So if the climate really is the end of March 02, you want to get the most out of the least. So again, the 2 top tribute monsters are going to be Summon Skull and Judge Man. Just because they're going to be 25 and 22 each. Could you sneak a Blue Eyes into this deck? Yeah, probably. Am I going to? Probably not. For me, at least, that just doesn't make any sense. Another great 4-star that we get, though, and we're going to run 3 of, we're going to run 3 copies, Lajid, Mystical Genie of the Lamp. Now, why did I choose this art? Because I like this art. This is not the art that you would have gotten, but so it goes. He is the first 4-star at more than 1700. He's going to be the true first power cap. Skull Redbird was at 1550 last set. And I want to say, for trivia's sake, Skull Redbird was part of the Kaiba build as well. But this just shows you, again, there was some power creep. We get a lot of 16s. We get a couple of 17s. There's going to be 118. So clearly we're drawing lines in the sand as far as what is going to be the most powerful or the best options to play. We're also going to play 3 copies Rogue Doll and 3 copies Ryukushin Powered. Now, these are both going to be nice 4-stars at 1600. Again, we do have access to reinforcements in this deck. And this is going to give us, 12 really good tribute monsters. Or non-tribute monsters. 3 good tributes and 3 flippers. Because again, we didn't really get defenders. There may have been 1 4-star 2K. But we really don't need that because, again, we are the stronger deck, so we should be more aggressive. Moving into the spells, we're going to use 3 Dark Holes. Again, this was a downgrade. This went from super rare to common. And this made it just so much easier. It's okay, Yugi, got it. You put down the Wall of Illusion. Well, I'm not even going to attack into it. I'm not going to flip the Maneater Bug. I'm not going to run into Giant Soldier of Stone or Mystical Elf. You're just going to Dark Hole the field, and then you're going to go through with your play, which is fine. Because not only were your opponents going to be other starter deck players, but people who'd already purchased LOB cards. D-Spell at 2, and again, this could trade down to 1 with a second inside if you wanted. And the reason for this is this is a quick out for Swords of Revealing Light. It's a quick check on the back row card. Even if you can't destroy the trap, you can still sneak a peek at it. So D-Spell still had some uses, even though it won't be relevant for long. So good card. We do get Fissures, so we're going to run a 3-pack of Fissures. Again, as everybody knows, if your opponent has Summon Skull out and they have Neo the Magic Swordsman, you could summon La Jin, take out Neo, second main phase, use your Fisher, get rid of the Skull. And then you could use the next card I'm going to talk about to just go ahead and command the field more. That next card being the Monster Reborn. Again, we are pre-ban. The ban list doesn't start happening until, I want to say it was May 1st. So this being the end of March, we get all of April to truly play the game for a little bit. And before we get our next set, we actually receive our first ban list. And again, when we get to that point, we will talk about it. And decks will start to take shape as something as more of what you guys know them to be today. Next card, I'm using 2 copies of Ukazi. Ukazi is kind of goofy because it's just a quick 800 points of damage. I do keep a third on the side deck. Because if you noticed, like, you get some real damage off, but your opponent might rally in a turn. And sometimes that little bit of free damage is just enough. I do think these decks come with just desserts. If they did, they could be in the side deck. Just to kind of slip into a semi-burn strategy and do the things. Moving into the traps, and again, this is kind of self-explanatory. You're going to play 3 reinforcements. It was available in both decks. Let me see if I can move that and sort of eliminate just a bit of the glare. And reinforcements, great trap card. We can do it during our turn, during the opponent's turn. One of our monsters that's battling gets an extra 500 attack during the turn that the card is activated. So again, this isn't bad. Basically, whoever has reinforcements is going to win the fight. This does let us run over the Summoned Skull with the Judge Man, not just taking it out and, reborning it to our own side of the field. Again, we do get trap holes. Trap holes are great because, again, this takes out just about everything in the game except the special summon. And we need that. But what I'm going to play that I didn't play with the Yugi side, I'm going to be playing the 3 copies of Ultimate Offering. Now, here's the goofy part. I know at some point this card was changed. And I don't think either one of these... Okay, this one's a starter deck Yugi. So we're going to go off this and say this was the full effect back then. At the cost of 500 per monster, you are allowed to normal summon or set an extra monster. And it is a player. So, like, both players can activate it once it's on my side. So this is one of those, like, well, maybe you want to do it, maybe you don't want to do it. And generally, at this point in the game, this was a main phase only. Now, I do know that you can do this during an opponent's battle phase as well. But I don't think we were playing with that wording at this time. Because, again, that's the starter deck Yugi. This is original starter deck Pegasus. This one is starter deck Joey. They all retain the same wording. So that's just how that cookie's going to crumble. Now, I'm not offering any side decks today. Anything that you think that should have been in the main is probably in the side. And again, these are just built for, like, historical fun. We will be playing this up against Celestial's whatever build she's going with. I think she's going to go with, like, a big vanilla beats. Something that feels very pre-Soul Control. And I think she's going to whoop me. So that's going to be pretty fun. If you guys like this, like, comment, sub, let us know. And, yeah, that's it for today. You guys go out, enjoy the rest of your day. And tomorrow should start the weekend. Today was Friday, right? I'm looking at the calendar. It is Friday. So that's not too bad. We got a cool thing for you this weekend. Somebody asked me, would I ever do a 3x build for the Realm of Light? Well, congratulations, I found them in the store and they weren't too expensive. So yeah, we're going to add that to the draft. So we're going to go over that deck tomorrow, and then Sunday we're going to have you a 3x build. So for now, my friends, have a wonderful day. Hopefully we'll have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.